Hi!
Welcome back to Amoeba Learning.
Today we're going to talk about how animals are involved in the development of human vaccines.
Now let's get started.
First, how are vaccines made? Vaccines contain bits or pieces of a virus. Viral antigens trigger the body's immune response, leading to the creation of antibodies that fight the invader. Antibodies remain in one's immune system, allowing vaccinated individuals to be prepared to fight against the disease in the future. Vaccines contain the following ingredients. Preservatives prevent the vaccine from being contaminated when the vial is open, such as thimerosal. Stabilizers, such as sugars, prevent chemical reactions from occurring in the vaccine. Surfactants, such as phospholipids, keep all the ingredients in the vaccine blended. Residues, such as egg proteins, are amounts of substance left over from the manufacturing part of the vaccine. Adjuvants, such as aluminum salts, enhance the body's immune response to the vaccine, providing more protection from future exposure. After being formulated, a vaccine undergoes screenings and evaluations to determine if the antigens in the vaccine provoke a successful immune response.
Now that we have a general overview of vaccine development, let's dive deeper into how animals are involved in this process and why. Animals have been used to gain insight on medical research since the very beginning of time. The Corpus Hippocraticum, a medical record dating back to 350 BC, explains experimenting with pigs for medical purposes. Later, at the end of the 19th century, animal testing was used to find a cure to diphtheria, a life-threatening bacterial disease. The diphtheria cure was able to save countless lives, especially children's, and was only possible because of animal testing. People realized the importance of animal testing, and protests against animal testing decreased. Today, most vaccines require animal testing before being approved for use in humans. This is done by injecting the vaccine, most commonly through a needle, into different lab animals. The animals are then given the disease to see how the vaccine reacts, and this often leads to the animals getting sick and not rarely leads to the animal's death. Over 110 million animals die each year from this process. So, why are animals used? Animal tests help assess vaccine safety, determine dose and formulation of vaccine, identify optimal routes of delivery, and clarify the magnitude, duration, and type of immune response triggered.
So, animals are used to test vaccines to ensure they're safe in humans, but is this ethical? For the purpose of our presentation, ethical means to treat all living things from rats to dogs with care and respect. According to the Humane Society of the United States, more than 50 million animals are used in experiments per year in the United States. These experiments have incredibly negative effects on these animals. Often, animals do not receive any pain medication to help relieve their suffering, and animals are killed after an experiment is over so that their organs and tissues can be examined. Animals living in laboratories are kept in small steel cages with little room for movement and with no other social connection. The Royal Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals has been working to implement the 3 R's to improve ethical testing. Replacement involves using methods to replace animal testing and stop the inhumane treatment of animals. Reduction ensures the minimum number of animals are being used when testing can't be avoided. Refinement includes altering the ways scientists conduct tests and treating animals in the lab to decrease suffering. Innovations are being developed to test vaccines without animals. Organs on a chip are 3D chips that function like human organs and can be used to test how the body responds to different medications and vaccines. Computer models use existing information to predict how a medicine or chemical will affect a human, and tests on this have shown accuracy rates of 89 to 96%. Unfortunately, it is hard to get new methods approved, and animal testing is still required by the FDA for most vaccines because testing on animals has been used for so long that it is the most trusted. We hope that scientists will continue to find alternatives to animal testing and use more ethical and appropriate methods for developing vaccines and studying viruses.
Thank you for learning with us today, and remember to stay curious.